Yo, what is up, my nibbers? And today we are going to rank the Iron Man trilogy from worst to best. So yeah, let's get started, my fam. Number 3 is Iron Man 3 because it's the third one in the trilogy. Now, I know you guys are a little bit shocked that Iron Man 2 is not my least favorite, and I actually like that one more than this one. And the reason why this is my least favorite, not because of the Mandarin twist, I don't really mind that one. Well, at first I thought it was stupid, but then I didn't really care. Anyway, the reason why this is my least favorite is because I don't know, it just feels underwhelming. It's like the weakest in the trilogy. Doesn't feel like an Iron Man movie to me. Not enough Iron Man action. There are Iron Man action, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the first two Iron Man movies. I just find this one weakest and the most average. But I enjoyed it, but it's not my favorite. It's one of my least favorite MCU movies, but it's not as bad as Thor: The Dark World, which that movie is very boring. So yeah, that's Iron Man 3 is number 3. Number 2 is Iron Man 2. I actually find this movie underrated in my opinion. I don't think it deserves the hate that it's got from the media. It's not actually that bad. It's actually really good. I mean, it's not great. It's not as good as the first one, obviously, but it's still really good. It's a good sequel in my opinion. I mean, it's not the best in the MCU, but it's actually really good. I like the action sequences in here. Robert Downey Jr. Once again, he did a great job playing Iron Man. The Iron Man action is still great. The first act is really good. The third act is really good. But what keeps this movie down is the second act, like the middle part. I felt like the middle part was a little bit boring. The villain kind of sucked. I thought he was generic and just yeah, he was actually crap. I don't really like the villain, but the action is really good in here. I like the part when we actually got interested. We got War Machine in here. He was introduced in here for the first time, and I actually liked that. It was cool. So yeah, this is a good movie, but it's not the best. But I actually really enjoyed this. This is one of the most underrated MCU movies. So yeah, Iron Man 2 is in number 2 in my Iron Man trilogy ranking. Whatever. Number 1 is Iron Man 1. This movie is freaking great. I watched this one on TV for the first time because it was playing on TV, and then after I watched it, I was like, wow, this movie reminded me why I love Iron Man so much. This movie is freaking amazing. It's one of the best in the MCU's. It's one of my favorite superhero movies ever. The action is just great. That scene where he takes out the terrorists, that was cool. And the superhero landing, it was so cool. This movie is very interesting as well. Like when Tony Stark is like making all the suits, making all the arc reactors and shit. That is so interesting to watch, and it actually keeps me hyped up to see Iron Man for the first time, and it actually makes me excited to watch the Avengers, and it was just so cool, man. This movie is one of my favorites. It's Iron Man 1 is just so good. It's the best in the trilogy, the first one, and yeah, I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, Iron Man 1 is number 1. My only issue with this movie is the third act. I mean, the third act is not terrible. It's the part where Iron Man and Ironmonger fights, and I felt like it's a little bit forgettable and a little bit generic and a little bit underwhelming. But I mean, the fights in the third act is enjoyable. It's just not as good as like the others. It's not as interesting, but it's still a good movie. But it's a great movie. But it's not perfect. No movie is perfect, guys. So yeah, Iron Man 1, number 1. I love this movie so much. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my ranking of the Iron Man movies. Next time I'm gonna rank not the Iron Man trilogy. I've already ranked that. Next time I'm gonna rank the Avengers movies because I've recently rewatched Infinity War a few weeks ago, and I still think it's one of the best. I still think it's a great movie. So yeah, looking forward to that, guys. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, see you guys later then. Bye.